Hi guys, I am back and I think I'm going to start a new junk journal project, and this time I want to make a really big fat junk journal. So it's going to take a while to complete it, but it doesn't have to be like a quick project because the past few journals that I've made have always just had like one signature, but I want to make like a really nice big one. Okay, so the past couple of days I've been working on some other projects. I'm working on making more junk journal covers that I can restock my Etsy. But I am stuck at the moment because I have to go to the store, but I just haven't had time yet. So that's why I decided I'm gonna start making my next journal. And my next journal is going to be bird themed. So I already started collecting and making a few bird things, but I am going to need a lot of stuff because I want to, like I said, make a really chunky monkey bird journal. But yeah, so I thought the first video could just be like, I could explain what my idea is and show you what I've gathered so far, and like talk about the ideas I have. Okay, so I have this old book that I have taken apart quite a while ago. I was gonna use this as a cover of a journal. I had cut a spine, and I actually had to reinforce the spine so I could do like hidden spine, and I thought that was really pretty. I actually bought it because of the cover. It says the Bird Hospital, and I thought, hey, why not use this as the cover? However, it's a really small book, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just gonna take the cover, I'm gonna cut the rest off, and then I'm gonna use this like as a book plate on top of a big cover. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do for the cover, like if I'm going to just use chipboard and make my own cover, or if I'm gonna use an old book that I'm gonna just gut and use the cover. I was gonna go to a antique mall this week. I'm not sure exactly if it's gonna happen or not. It has to do with some other scheduling, so if I go, I will keep an eye out for a good sized book that I could use just for the cover. And if I don't find one, I'll just make my own using chipboard. Anyway, this I think I want to put on the front. And then the rest I'm just gonna either toss or do something else with it. Okay, I collected a few pages already that I had not laying around, that I had in my one of my drawers where I collect book pages, like single book pages. This one I already cut something out, so, and it's way too big, so I think I might just like use some of the birds. And then I just have like little papers. This one is the willow warbler. Has some information. It's like these are two little paper pads. I think I bought those when I went to Scotland to visit my friend. I have so many, like each there's so many different papers, and each paper is like in there 5 times or more, so yeah, time to use them. Some old kids book page where I'm gonna use this with the birds. Then I also looked through my little golden books. I have a whole bunch of them, and I liked those, so I might put a hinge, like I might use washi, and then just have like pages like this. I don't know, I mean, we don't need the frog. And then I love this one. Isn't this beautiful? The wood duck, mandarin duck. Just so pretty. And then same with the swan, the heron, blue heron. I actually, one of the websites I do at work has a blog about the heron tracking in Maine. So I always get to like get all the new information. Okay, so just some papers. Like I said, I'm gonna need a whole bunch more. And then I already started making things. So this one, I already made this pocket. You've seen me make those in a different video. So it's like a double pocket, and then when you glue it on the page, you can either have a pocket up here or do a side pocket. Then I had this journaling card that I had made in my previous video with the tiny tags, and I hadn't embellished it, but because it has like eggs on it, I figured I'll use it for my birds. I put a little lace on it, a fussy cut bird, and a specimen label. Thought that turned out really pretty. And then I also used some of the new Tim Holtz cards. So this one was one of them. I also quickly showed them in my previous video with the other stuff that I received from my order. And because I like this, I didn't want to really do anything to it. I just glued a torn piece of coffee dyed paper on the back. So it's like framed by the card itself. So you can just write something. It's like a little journaling card. And then I also took one, a tag that I had not embellished yet. And then I used a small one of those cards, because they come in 3 different sizes, and I just sewed it on there. And I like the blue sari silk scrap goes with this. So this is just a little pocket, and I might embellish this, but I'm not going to embellish anything here, because if you stick a tag in here, so it's a tag with a pocket, but if you stick the tag in here, you're not going to see the embellishment anyway. So maybe I'll stick a little flower on here, and then you can also journal on the back, and I also put some gilding wax around it. And then I made this pocket. It's just a transparent, it's like I printed on the transparency thing, and I just sewed it onto the book page. So now I can stick a it's a Swedish book page, and I can glue the whole thing down, and then you can stick a paper in there and you can still see the bird. So I love that. And then I did this one. This is going to be a pocket where I just glue here, here, and here. And then I can stick a big journaling card in the top. And this is also from a kid's book page, or from a page from a kid's book. And I tried to tear it so it still says, and so they went to the pond. Little duckies, they're so cute. I just put some little ribbon, crocheted flower, and some lace. And I glued this. I tore it out with my tearing ruler. And I glued it onto craft cardstock pocket. Okay, and then I also made these two. Let's see if I have some white paper. Come on. Oh, I got white paper. So this one is one of those slides, like, and I actually printed on transparency and an image of runner ducks. And then I can just stick this into a pocket. And then this one is the same thing. However, I just put a printed image. Actually, no, this is from a book. I cut this image out from a book, and you can journal on the back. I just put a little square thingy on the back of paper, and from coffee dyed paper, and you can journal on the back. So these are just two little things. And if you want to know how I made these, leave me a comment and I can do a video. I was gonna, if you're interested, I was going to make a little video where I just show you different ways of me making these, because I also made this one with a butterfly. So yeah, they're really fun to make. Okay, so that's all I got here. Oh yeah, and then I just collected some other scraps and pieces I had left over. This is like, it says nest from my dictionary. Got some stickers, some cutouts. Oh yeah, I made this one. You can just hang this onto a page with a ball pin and then journal on the back. And then I also went through all my cards. I have a whole bunch of flashcards and card games. This card game I think is from the 1920s. And I picked out the house wren and the woodpecker. Apparently they're useful birds. I think almost every bird is useful. At least for making me happy. I love watching birds. Then we have the owl. And then I also had these postcards that this one is from England and this one from Australia. So this is what I've collected so far. And now I gotta figure out what size I want to make my journal. Oh, I got one more thing. So you guys remember how I made all these little clips and things? And so I also made this. So this is gonna be on a page. Let's say this is my book page, and then I clip this on the side of the page. But I put a dangle on it. Isn't this pretty? I have like for my lace scraps. So I have different lace ribbons and scraps and a button, and it says nest. So I thought that was like a nice addition to making, like, if you have bookmarks like this, just hang some more thingies on there. And yeah, so made this one as well. Okay, let's put all these things back in here, and then let's figure out what size, the whole like cover size I want. So these are book pages I would like to use. So let's see. These ones I want to sew into the signature because they are perfect, in perfect condition. So I don't have to like glue anything. Let's see how big these are. So that's 8 1/4 by 6. So that's one of the biggest papers I have. Same one with this one. I would have loved to see the whole book where these came out off. Oh, here we go. That's how it is. I see. I believe I got these from Cat in Australia. Okay, so 8 1/4 by 6, right? Yeah, 8 1/4 by 6. Then these ones are 8. And then depending on how I'm going to fix these, let's see. Also, well, 6 1/4. So if we do, and not every page is going to be the same. So with this journal, it's not going to be every page has the same size, like all the coffee dyed letter size papers. They're going to be big and small and wide and narrow. So if I fix this, this would be about 6 1/4. So my cover should be at least 6 1/2 wide and by 9. Well, I can trim these, I guess. So maybe it'll be, oh wait, that's 6, what? Oh, so this might be 6 1/2. So if I do 9 by, maybe 9 by 6 1/2. Yeah, let me write this down before I forget. Do I have any paper here? What happened to my sticky notes? Okay, I had some white piece of paper here. So 9 by 6 1/2. And if I'm not sure, or when I'm not sure about a size, like what it's going to look like, I tend to just take some scrap paper and cut out that size just so I can see what it would look like. So let me get some scrap paper real quick and cut it to size. Okay, so I cut these two to 9 inches tall by 6 1/2 inches wide. So I have the front and the back, and this is not going to be used in journal. This is just a template so I can actually get a feel of the size. Like, do I like it or do I not like it? Okay, so it would be this big. It would be a hardcover, not a soft cover like my other journals that I've made recently. Either from a book, if I can find a book that size, that would be great. If I find a book that is this size, maybe a little bigger, or I don't know, we can make it work. If I cannot find anything, I'll use my chipboard. I have a ton of chipboard that I have purchased just for making journal covers. Okay, so, and then this, I guess I can, yeah, so it's hard to see. Let me see if I can just cut this off, because we don't really need the other. Oh, it's already like torn. So here we go. Okay. All right. So this would be somehow attached to the front, and then I would like embellish it and make it look nice. So I think that's actually a really good size, because we have a fairly even border around it. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so 9 by 6.5 inches. And then for the spine, I don't know yet. It may be a 2-inch spine. Maybe it'll be a 2-inch spine. What are you? 2 inches, perfect. So this could be a, okay, you know what? Let's just glue this. Let me get some washi tape that I never use. Do I have washi tape? Oh, I got some washi tape. Little puppy dogs. Okay, I am going to glue this. Oh yay, my heater just came on. Did I just say glue? I meant tape this together. Okay, so let's just line this up. And you certainly do not have to do all these steps if you make a junk journal, or when you make a junk journal. This is just a planning step that's not necessary, unless you don't know what size of journal you want, or you cannot imagine, like, cannot picture it in your mind. So it's just a little help. Okay, so this would be one, and then, oops, I probably should not have folded that yet. Okay. Okay, so this will probably be the journal size. So 2-inch spine by 6.5 by 9. 6.5 by 9. I think that's a really pretty good size. And then we can stick like 3 or 4 signatures in that, and that will be just like a long project to work on, because I don't know. I like every once in a while to have a project that is like ongoing. So whenever I feel like it, I can work on it, and then I can do other things in between. Okay, one thing that I remembered is I found this tea towel from the 80s, 87, that I bought for this journal. So I have to like iron this a little bit. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to use it, if I'm just going to cut it into pieces, or if I'm going to... That won't work as a cover. How cool would that... But, see, I want this on a cover. But maybe I have to make another cover with this that's smaller. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so you never know what you find. I found this for like $1 or so at our local antique mall. And now that I know what I need, I can go to the other antique mall, and keep an eye out for bird stuff, old papers, like things that could fit in this. And it doesn't just have to be bird books or bird postcards and papers. It can also be if I find a handkerchief, or I don't know, like just random stuff that maybe is related to birds or could be used in this journal. because I usually don't go to the antique store or to the estate sale with a project in mind. I just look and find stuff, and then I buy it. Okay, and then I also almost forgot about these guys because they're always just on my desk. I have this big postcard book. It's not really a book, it's a box with 100 postcards with birds. So I used some of them to fussy cut. I used some of them to just make journaling cards. So I am very likely going to take at least 1 or 2 and do something with them for the journal, because I need a lot of stuff. Oh, ruby-throated hummingbirds. We have hummingbirds at our feeders. They don't show up until like around the second week of May, and it's for the first few years it's always been the same male. And I know that because it's always just one, and he knows even before we put the feeder out, when he comes back, we always say he winters in Florida. With the previous owner who sold us the house, because he moved to Florida. So he winters with him and then comes back to us for the summer. Anyway, every year the bird comes back and waits in front of our window. He actually chirps at us and says, "Hey, I'm back," and then we put the feeder out. So he knows, he's the only one that shows up, and he knows where the feeder usually goes. Anyway, we named him Wilbur. So we have Wilbur, and then his girlfriend, which I know they don't mate for life, or he might have multiple girlfriends, so we just call him his wife. His wife is Wilhelmina. So yeah, we always name our animals in the yard. We also have a garter snake in our shed, and we call him Norman. He lives in our canoe. Yeah, okay, so I love Wilbur. He's so cute. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all I can do for right now, because I have to find a book or a cover and then figure out what I want to make for the cover. Yeah, so, but this should just be as an example of how I start the process of making my junk journals and how I get ideas, and yeah, so maybe it'll inspire you to make a journal too. Maybe we can work on our journals together. Yeah. So I hope you guys are having a great week. And today it's been cold again. It was like 30 degrees this morning and strong winds. So, whoa, yeah. I cannot wait to go in my warm bed and sleep. Okay, I will talk to you in my next video. Let me know if you want me to go into more detail with any of the things I've talked about or shown you, if you want me to do like a tutorial on any of those things, if you're curious. I'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.